Hey guys, today I'm going to be talking a little bit of special education law and policy for the state of Michigan. Now, just a little bit of background on where a lot of the laws would come from, particularly involving disciplining students with special needs. A lot of the laws come from a certain court case back in 1988 called Honig versus Doe. Among other things, the Honig court case ruled that students with special needs cannot be disciplined for more than 10 days outside of school. It's called the 10-day rule. Um, Now, anything after 10 days is what's called a change of placement, and that requires a manifestation determination review. And there's a lot of other mechanisms that get triggered at that point after 10 days. So here's where this comes into play. Michigan now is giving us some guidance, if you're a special education teacher in the state of Michigan, as to what can you do after those 10 days are up as far as discipline. One thing that they have just determined, and this is going back to May of 2019, so this is very recent, is that shortened school days, so anything less than a full school day like a traditional student would have, is now no longer able to be used for discipline. This is something that many school districts have used throughout the course of the last several years. If a student is exhibiting poor behavior in the classroom, oftentimes they're able to have a lightened school load, maybe a half day, maybe work outside of the school district or the school building. So this is something that now Michigan has given us some guidance that says the practice of shortened school days for means of discipline is now a violation of the Individuals with Disabilities Education Act, or IDEA. And this is a federal guideline that we follow, but it seems to me that Michigan is kind of going above and beyond what IDEA offers. In a guidance memo from May 2019, it stated that shortened school days may not be used to manage student behavior or as a means of discipline. Removing a student from school is not reasonably calculated to result in progress or educational benefit. So this is something that I definitely do tend to agree with, that students should be in school as much as possible to get the best possible educational benefit. However, there is a federal mechanism in IDEA that provides for what's called an interim alternative education setting, or an IAES. An IAES is an alternate to out-of-school suspension, which allows for a student to receive instructional services while still removing them from the general education environment. Now, there's a lot of different stipulations that go into an IAES, including allowing the student to continue to participate in general education curriculum, providing necessary services to allow the student to meet their IEP goals, and also to include services designated that designed to keep the misbehavior from reoccurring. So if these are all met, it seems like an IAES would be legal under IDEA. However, I believe that what the state of Michigan is saying is that any IAES must actually be included in a full day schedule for the student, a 7-hour day, 6-hour day, whatever length of time that a general education student should be in the school. Then a student who's been suspended or having a shortened school day, or an IAES, would need to actually be for that full time. So this is where, to me, it's actually a little bit of a gray area. I'd kind of like to get a little bit more information from the state of Michigan. Is a IAES that includes maybe a half-time or part-time out of school considered to be a violation now? If that's the case, the state of Michigan now is giving us guidance that the only appropriate time to shorten a student's school day is if it meets the student's unique disability-related needs. So it can't be for behavior-related purposes at all. So just to wrap up, if you're going past the 10 days of school on a student suspension and you're looking for behavioral-related discipline, please be cautious and definitely check your laws if you are planning to try to use a shortened school day for the purpose of discipline. Thank you.